Welcome back to me and my guitar. This time we're going to get a little classy. This is the Schecter C1 Classic, and it's an original classic. It's not a reissue. This one was made in 2007. And this was the second Schecter, I think it was the second, that I ever got or owned. The first one was a C1 Standard, and I sold it years ago, and I wish I could get it back. It was a really early Schecter. I don't remember exactly what year it was made in. But anyway, I've got this guitar. You can see it's the antique amber finish. The pickups might look different than what you're accustomed to seeing on a C1 Classic because they are. These are DiMarzio 36th anniversary pickups. I took the Seymour Duncans out and replaced them with these. And these, even though they're technically a vintage pickup, they fit this guitar really, really well. The overtones, whenever you're playing, they just really ring through with these pickups. And no, I'm not endorsed, sponsored by Schecter or DiMarzio. I would love to be. If somebody from Schecter is watching, I would really love to be sponsored, or actually I would love to endorse Schecter guitars because this just probably won't happen. But you see the vinyl life on the neck, and some people have asked if that changes the tonal quality of a guitar, and from my experience it hasn't on this one. Maybe slightly. I mean, every guitar sounds different, so it's kind of hard to gauge whether or not the vinyl life, which is what this is called. I smacked myself in the chin. Next to my chin. Okay. Being that it's only on the Classic, it's hard to really compare. And even I've played other Classics, and they sound different than this one before I changed the pickups, because of course it would sound different after. This has got a quilted maple top on it, and I love the figure of wood tops on guitars. I would prefer all my guitars had it that way. It just is really aesthetically pleasing. This one's showing some natural wear. As always, I don't artificially wear down any of my guitars. If they wear, it's completely natural and it's what they've gone through. The bridge here, some of the gold plating or whatever the hell that's called, is wearing off and showing silver, which is, it's character. It's characteristics of the guitar. You can see I have these felt things under the strings, and that's to stop the ring. Because with guitars that are string through like this, you see I have tape that shows when I put new strings on it, what type they were. This one has power slinkies on it, and it's in drop B, I believe. Yeah, drop B. With string through guitars, anyway, getting back to it. Whenever you stop a note, like you're palm muting something, the strings will ring beyond the bridge and the nut, and it'll have this ringing sound that's quite annoying. But what I did was, this is actually a microphone pop filter. I just cut it in half and slid it under the strings, and it works perfectly. I have it on all the guitars I've recorded with, or have been recording with recently. This guitar, if you want to hear what it sounds like, I used this in the projected cover that I did a little while ago, the Watch It Burn cover.
I cannot believe it, this thing you call trust. All I've been thinking, all is lost. I could not betray you, I just could never learn how to rebuild you. Watch it burn, watch it burn.
It was purely this guitar through a Mesa Boogie dual rectifier 2-channel, mic'd with an SM57. It's over there. But this is a neck-thru, which, there we go. I can show you here. You can see the different colors of wood here. The neck goes all the way through the body, unlike a set neck, which I have some set necks. I have no bolt-on 6-string guitars. I don't like bolt-on 6-string. And it just sounds excellent. It's a beautiful guitar. It's got some scratches on the back. Whenever I got it, it had one ding on it right there, which I didn't care. It doesn't affect the playability at all. It's got the original tuners on it, Grover tuners. One day I'll change those. They actually are pretty due for a change. The little washers are kind of getting worn on them. And just like my other guitars, this one, the action is set pretty low, so that whenever you're playing it, I don't know if you can hear that or not, but there's string buzz. But whenever you plug it into an amplifier, it goes away. It's just at that level where Playing it without an amplifier, you get some string buzz, but once you plug it in, then the string buzz doesn't translate through the amp. That's where I really like my strings to be set up. And I have the bridge pickups really close to the strings, just past the point of bending them a little sharp, because the magnets from a pickup can actually pull the string sharp whenever you're playing. So I raised this one to where that started to happen and then lowered it just a little bit, so it's right on that ledge of being almost too close, so it's perfect for the tone and the sound of this guitar. It's got a rosewood fretboard, which I've grown to prefer an ebony fretboard, but all the same, it still sounds great. They have a little bit of a different feel and a little bit of a different tonal quality, but there you are. That's me and my guitar with the Schecter C1 Classic Original. If you want to learn more about the life of a musician and learn more about me, hit the subscribe button. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Stenosis Music. If you want some Stenosis merchandise or you want to pick up any of the gear that I use, like strings and picks and stuff like that, the links are all down below. Like this video, makes me feel good, and we'll see you next time.